That is Mr. Morris Trent on the bass. That's how you do that. Anybody ask you how to do it, just say like that. Thank you, Hartford Jazz Society, the oldest jazz society in the country. Right alongside the Hartford Monday night jazz concerts, the oldest continuously running jazz series in the free jazz series in the. Thank you, Uncle Mo. I'm Alvin Carter Jr. I am a product of jazz in Hartford. I'm an original artist collective baby. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm going to try to run down really quickly two things. One, my drum lineage. My teachers include Daoud Kareem, my first drum teacher, drum set, and then Mike Duquette, Ralph Duncan, Larry DeNatale, Ralph Peterson Jr., Rob the drummer Gottfried, Frank Jaguar. I'm trying to make sure I don't leave anyone out, but those are the people who've sewn into my life on drum set. On other percussion, of course, there's Alvin Carter Sr., who got me started. And then there are the folks who smacked me around as a young musician, like Mr. Emery Austin Smith. Got to give it up for Emery Austin Smith. Mr. Harold Holt, Mr. Earl Warmack, Mr. Eddie Davis, Miss Gloria Brown, Miss Nita Zarif, Miss Nikki Mathis, and Miss Kitty Catherine. These are all people that when I was a younger man, they smacked me around and made sure I was going about it the right way. And so for the last several years, every performance I do is to pay homage to those people and people like them who have sewn into other people like me. And so what I am is I am a confluence of all of those influences, hence the name of the project, Confluence of Influence. And what you're doing now is you're accompanying me on my journey through the legacy that was given to me, and I'm just trying to pass it on. And I'm doing it with the young whippersnapper over there. That is handsome Mike. Mike Carabello. Give it up for Mike. And then I can't say enough about this gentleman. He's a friend, a brother. People say you can't choose your family, but that's not true. Musicians do it all the time. And this is Mr. Morris Trent. He'll be on bass and guitar tonight. So I'm going to surprise a whole lot of my friends. I'm going to shut up. And this next song, we're going to play Stolen Moments by Oliver Nelson. The song you heard previously was the classic Round Midnight by Thelonious Monk. We featured Morris Trent. Now, I'm going to feature Mr. Mike Carabello. That was Handsome Mike, y'all. Handsome Mike. So this next piece is by the great Sonny Rollins. It's called Duke of Iron. So a little further along the way, I should say scattered along the way, there are other people that got to mention. There's some folks we have lost in the recent past. I have to mention beautiful soul, Miss Nikki Mathis, Many Colors of a Woman. Have to mention, oh man, this man was dear to everyone. Mr. Harold Sargent, a drummer, rich legacy, touched a gazillion people. Anybody who talks about Harold always talks about what he gave them. And then we just recently lost an icon, a legend, Mr. Odell McCoy, great blues guitarist. And again, these are all people that have directly sewn into Alvin Carter, and therefore everything that Alvin Carter does. I also have to mention other cohorts of mine, long-standing band brothers, Warren Bird, Doug Long, Tony Lee, Mixer Sean, Stephen Haynes, Rich McGee, Noah Behrman, Damian Curtis, all people that have in one way or another contributed to the confluence of influence, some older than me and mentoring me, some I'm older than them, and I call myself mentoring them. That's just my excuse for getting them to let me play with them. And so again, I just have to mention these influences. I want to say hi to all my friends and family out there. I got the Starkses and the Jeffersons and all them out there. I got the St. James School family out there. I got my church family, grandkids, nieces and nephews. I hope you all tuned in. You better all be tuned in. This next one, if you come to see Alvin Carter, you'll almost always hear this particular song. It's written by Joe Zawinul, made famous by Cannonball Adderley, and played as often as he likes by Alvin Carter. This song is called Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. So, adding to the list of influences, some fantastic male vocalists that I've had the opportunity to work with. The first one that pulled me in was Mr. Tony Harrington of Tony Harrington and Touch. And then working with the man with the big voice, Mr. Kenny Hamber. Yeah, man, y'all, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. And then a younger voice, but very near and dear to my heart, Mr. Oris Jenkins. And only worked with him once, but he had a profound influence on me. That's Mr. Timmy Maya. Gotta mention Mr. Timmy Maya. And also, he was a guitarist, but he also sang really well. And that was my man. I put in a lot of time with Morris and I, Mr. Wayne Boyd. So again, you know, just talking about the people that help make me me. You know what I mean? Just working with them and having fun doing what we do. This is well, I ain't even gonna tell you what it is till afterward, but you're gonna recognize it. Y'all didn't hear me, right? Okay, good. Moment's notice. Who wrote that? Train, baby. Thank you. Man, how did I not know that? The train. The train. So when I started drum set, 1972, summer of 1972, I was at a jazz concert, a Monday night jazz concert, and I saw the great Billy Higgins. Saw Billy Higgins do that Billy Higgins press roll, and I bugged my father for a drum set after that. Took him a couple of years, but finally got me one. I was just telling Uncle Mo one of my Cindy Blackman anecdotes. Cindy Blackman from our area. And I had a drum set in my room. You know, I thought I was cool. You know, I had a drum set in the room. And her older sister and a friend of my father, they were friends. You know, they were hanging out. Cindy came over my house, and she saw the drums in the room. So I thought I was going to impress the girl. You know, she's a couple years older than me. I thought I was cool. I sat down and played a little bit, you know. And she didn't laugh at me. She should have. But she took off her shirt. No, she had on like a halter top, so don't freak out, okay? And played my drums a lot. So, you know, again, she doesn't even know what a profound effect that had on me. But the two drummers, they're my favorite, just depends on which day you catch me. One is Art Blakey, and the other is Max Roach. Yeah. I call them Thunder and Lightning for obvious reasons. And I heard Max do something. I'm going to attempt my version of it. Fortunately for me, I never try to live up to anyone else's expectations. So, but this is called One for Big Sid, otherwise known as Mop Mop. Hey, Daddy. You got it? It's on? Hey, Daddy. So the cool thing about my life is has always been music. In church, you know, I grew up playing the drums in the church, so I had my fellas around me. You know, Mr. Ellsworth Grant, Ken Laster, William Davis, good friend of mine, fantastic drummer, passed on a few years back. Mr. Wilbert Murray, got my man Vincent Johnson still around. So, you know, that's another important aspect of my musical development, was playing for the church, playing for the choir. First Baptist Church is now First Cathedral. And then also Bethel AME. I was their drummer for a while. And so I got to mention my fellas. I got to mention Miles Johnson. I got to mention Dexter Petaway. I got to mention the entire Powell family. Like all of them. If you know any of the names, just all of them. You know what I mean? So, you know, again, just got to mention the people that have influenced me along the way. This next one, I used to love to play this with Mr. Emery Austin Smith. For those of you who know, not only is a great piano player, but he's a great music historian, great music educator, and a great music mentor. And he loves to play classic jazz standards. And you can't get any more classic than Errol Garner's Misty.
Classic Gemini. Hide them from yourself. Right on it?
I love you, Anne-Marie and Vivian. Also, along my musical journey, I actually met my wife by joining a band. Yeah, that's totally cool. Sharice, Laura, Joey, and Eric were a band called Pizzazz, which later became Mind's Eye. And I and Warren Bird had the pleasure of playing with that group for a couple of years, and various incarnations. But when the dust settled, Sharice and I were still together. So that's a very cool thing. As a matter of fact, we'll be coming up on our 27th wedding anniversary. Yeah. So we got Ramon, we got Alvin, we got Shalia, we have Azim, and we have Akeem, and various assorted many grandchildren. And really weird, all the music that's in the family, not a whole lot of them have picked it up, but I'm still hopeful. And then I also got to mention my siblings. I got to mention Andre and Savannah, and rest in peace, Jeremy. The family always been a major influence on me playing. Had a performance a little while back with Warren, Doug, and Tony, and my nephew Khalil had never seen me play. And he was mesmerized. Well, if Tony Lee's playing guitar, it's really easy to be mesmerized. So, just music running through the family, you know what I mean? This next song, kind of a barn burner, commemorating the fantastic bass player, Paul Chambers. Yep, Uncle Mo gave it away. Mr. PC. That's right. Some more of my dudes. People of goodwill. Yeah, I don't even have to say a whole lot about that. People of goodwill. And I recently found out Nzinga's Daughters was inspired by people of goodwill. Bet you didn't know that, Uncle Mo. Yeah, right. Right. Had the pleasure of doing a couple of hits with vibraphone master Jay Hogard. Learned a lot from those hits. Y'all better pay attention. And project I've been with for about 21 years now, the Afro-Semitic Experience, co-led by David Shevin and Warren Bird. And I gotta mention specifically one of my favorites. I would say a local favorite, but I don't believe in local. I believe in homegrown, because in Chicago, Ramsey Lewis is local. You know what I mean? Y'all need to pay attention, be on the lookout for Jocelyn Pleasant. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Y'all just check out Jocelyn Pleasant. And my dudes, Jonathan Barber, man.
You can't play.
He said, you can. Jonathan, Mike said you can't play, so you could meet him in the parking lot. And then these three guys, this is amazing because these guys were my drum students at the Artist Collective. And now I'm not fit to carry their instrument cases, man. Damien, Zakai, and Lucas, the Curtis brothers. Y'all better pay attention. I'm telling you, pay attention. Pay attention. And then my man, I remember when he was a little dude out playing all the grown-ups, man, Nelson Bayo.
Yes, sir.
Man, I just got to say it. I got to mention these people. Now, before y'all see me, you know, out in the street or whatever and say I forgot you, I haven't forgotten you. I just can't mention everybody. But you know who you are. If I played with you or you played with me or we made some music together or we threatened to make some music together or, you know, whatever the case may be, you know you were there. So, you know, and I'm talking to all of you, okay? I'm talking to all of you, all right? So this piece was written by the young whippersnapper. I fell in love with this dude. I met him through Oris Jenkins. And I just liked his fire, and he's coachable, and he can play. Y'all, he can play, can he? Y'all agree? Yeah, he can play, yeah. So this song, I don't know if I'm saying it right. So Mike's mom, you correct me when you see me. Got her phone a woman? Close enough? Okay.
That's one pronunciation.
Yeah, right. Your mom is watching, right?
I hope so.
Okay. Mate. Got it, Funa woman. Man. Okay, so now we got an original by Morris Trent. And I heard him play this with me and his bass player, J.R. Watts. And so it's not, it's not all about me. I might be in the driver's seat, but I got my fellas with me. Morris, you wrote this for your sister?
Yes.
Yeah, he wrote this for his sister. And the song is called Sharanda. Surrender. Thank you.
Exceptional, exceptional. Again, Confluence of Influence, the 9th edition. Michael B. Carabello at all keyboards, acoustic piano. Morris Trent on the strings, string section, bassist, guitarist. Morris Trent. The fruit does not fall far from the tree. I've had the pleasure of hearing this man from the gestation. Alvin Carter Jr. at the drum kit. And thank you so much, Alvin, for the history lesson. That's right. Connecticut is part of the jazz tree. That's right. You know, Hartford Jazz Society, 61 years this year. And so before we bring on Confluence of Influence, edition number 9 for the finale, remember, romance without finance is a nuisance. Baby, give us the gold. So thank you. If you're enjoying what we're doing here, please go to our Hartford Jazz Society website and hit the donation button, please. Or consider joining us. It's been a great ride, but again, we need partnerships out there. So however way you can, whatever you can offer, please go to our Facebook page or our website and please donate or consider joining us. And on March 8th, the fun continues. Monday, March 8th, we'll have a tribute to Wes Montgomery with another Connecticut legend, Mr. Rich Goldstein, Professor Emeritus, serious string maestro at the guitar. He'll be bringing in an organist and so forth. That's March 8th. And right through the year, we're going to be doing it here at the Library Studio. Thank you, Trevor and Trey Davis. Our Hartford Jazz Society tech crew, Sherman and Steve. Special guests in the house, Miss Liz Castle from the Hartford Public Library. And remember, on Sundays through April 25th from 3 to 4, great music abounds. Go to the Hartford Public Library's Facebook page. This coming Sunday, they'll have the wonderful John Kordelewski and his trio, which includes bassist Wes Brown and Royal Hardigan, talking about interesting drummers. Royal Hardigan, you might know him from the Wesleyan era, early 70s and so forth. So keep all those details in mind, and remember you can go to our Hartford Jazz Society Facebook or website for information on the series, daily postings on concerts, interviews, jazz history. You know, we're into it. We finally got the handle on social media, so indulge us. We post a lot of great photos. All the concerts that we've been hosting here since last June are available, so please go to our Facebook page for information on the series and other area and national concerns as regarding the music. So without further ado, let's put our hands together and bring on Confluence Influence 9 for the finale.
Yeah. So, again, we had a good time. Thank you very much, Hartford Jazz Society. Make sure you go ahead and hit the like or subscribe or whatever it is. And, you know, join, donate. No donation is too small. No donation is too large. Hit them up because they're doing it, okay? Hartford Jazz Society, Greater Hartford Festival of Jazz, all the stuff going on in the area. Anybody tells you there's nothing going on in the Greater Hartford area, they don't know what they're talking about. They're just not paying attention. So with that, again, I got Mr. Michael Carabello on the piano, Mr. Morris Trent on the bass, yours truly, Alvin Carter Jr. on drums. Thank y'all, all of y'all, the ones I mentioned and the ones I didn't. We're going to close out with this number. Oh, yeah, that one. Okay. So the one that's not moaning. It's called Work Song.
Thank you.